Welcome. In today's video, we're going to talk about the critical issue of climate change and how it affects the planet and our future. In recent years, we have seen record-breaking temperatures, severe storms, and wildfires, all of which are predicted effects of climate change. Unfortunately, these effects are likely to worsen in the coming years. It is critical to confront this issue in the next 10 years. According to scientists, carbon emissions must be cut in half by 2030 to avoid catastrophic global warming. Only if in the next 10 years will we be able to avoid the worst effects of climate change, according to the research. Last year, the United Nations Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change issued a warning. However, governments are not currently reducing emissions drastically enough to keep the Earth's temperature from rising more than 1.5 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels, as specified by the Paris Climate Pact. Carbon dioxide and methane, two substances found in fossil fuels, are the culprits of this climate change. When these fuels are burned for energy, they release these gases into the atmosphere, which trap heat and eventually heat the Earth. The problem only gets worse as long as we continue to burn fossil fuels and release carbon pollution into the atmosphere. The IPCC states that global carbon emissions must be reduced by 45% by 2030 to keep global average temperatures from rising more than 1.5 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels. This means that the next 10 years will be crucial for efforts to slow down climate change. Scientists predict that the world's ecosystems will then start to fail. In the worst-case scenario, we could reach this temperature by 2030. This would make it impossible to preserve the Greenland ice sheet, which covers over 80% of Greenland. If it melts, it would have a massive impact on climate change, and cities like New York City would be underwater by then. In conclusion, the issue of climate change is critical and must be addressed in the next 10 years. The upcoming part 2 of the video will talk more about how climate change will impact people. Make sure to like and subscribe to stay up to date with Fun with Facts content.